find yourself a space. Pop into your Qigong posture. Feet parallel with hips. Soften your ankles. Soften your tailbone, your knees. I've definitely got an extra 2 people doing Qigong inside. Tuck your chin in. Let your head lift up to the sky. And space under your arms, space between your legs. And just take a moment, close your eyes for a second, just take a moment to feel where you're coming from. You're coming from a day on the beach. I don't know, maybe you're waking up till morning, you're going to climb a mountain or go to friends for breakfast. Just have a sense where your body is, your emotional body, your physical body, your mind. Just have a sense of where you are. And as we go into dragon territory, let's stretch up, stretch up, stretch up, stretch up, stretch up. Lengthen. If you had wrinkled skin, undo all those wrinkles. Right up, open your shoulders, drop your tailbone. As you drop your tailbone, you get a nice long spine. And when we're doing dragon work, we're thinking very much about the flexibility of the spine. So once you get here, turn the waist and the middle of the body and the top of the body and come back to the center. And when you get back to the center, off to the other side, turn, 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 coming back to the center. As you come to the center, come up on your toes and take your arms to the side. We're lifting the bubbling spring, which is the kidney 1 point, coming back to the center. And see if you can keep your heels off the ground, go over to the other side. Very good for your balance. Your stability goes through your big toe. Think about your big toe working quite hard. And coming down. Right. Big breath in, and let's do it again. Nice big stretch, like you're pulling off a long t-shirt. Right above your head, up, 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 up. Tailbone dropping down, your heels on the ground as you turn. Turn your hips, your body, top of the body. Good. Slowly come back to the center. And to the other side. Mind you go. And we get to the center. Lift your heels up on your toes. Over to the side. Opening your ribs. Lots of air into your lungs, coming back. Keep your big toes working to keep your balance. Over to the side. And coming back. And bring your arms down again. Let's do the last one. Lifting up. Stretch, 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 stretch. And round to the side. And back again. And round to the other side. Enlivening your spine, getting nice rotation between each joint. Coming back to the center and lifting, bubbling spring by lifting the heels, kidney 1. Think of dragon in terms of a water dragon. Lots of dragons swim. And then also thinking in terms of fiery dragons, because dragons have got fire as well. So we're thinking of the kidney meridian. We're thinking very much about the heart as well. And down you come. Right. So seem dragons are fiery. Let's stoke the fire. Fire in the belly. Put your hands on your belly. You're going to breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, and it's going to be a strong out breath so that you pull your tummy as you exhale. So breathing in and breathe out. In. And relax. And just some deep breathing in and out through your nose, in through the nose, out through the nose. Long exhale in through the nose. Let's change that exhale to through the mouth. So relaxing the body as we have a longer exhale than inhale now. And again, firing the belly. Relax in through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. Easy. Again, easy. And let's have our last fire in the belly. And relax in through the nose, out through the mouth. Long exhale. Just allowing the dragon to calm down. One more. Okay, so the water element being the kidney. Let's work on getting a bit of energy into the kidney, waking up the kidney. If you're in a warm country, well, then this is very good to be doing in the wintertime. Warm your hands, and then you can actually knock over your kidneys, or you could rub your kidneys. Waking up your adrenal glands as well, getting some life in there, warming up. And from there, we go to Sassy Dragon, where we move the kidneys. So tuck your tailbone under a little bit. That lengthens your spine a little bit as we do that. And pop your hands over your kidneys just below those last ribs. And you keep facing forwards, but you turn your hips and your iliac bone forwards. So getting a beautiful mobilization of low back rotation as we do this. Keep your knees bent a little bit so they don't get strained. Breathe in as you come to the center. Breathe out as you go back. In and out through the nose. Try and keep your head facing forwards. It's so easy to let your head turn to the side. So it gives you particular rotational mobilization here, the kidneys, if you do that. And maybe let your eyes be a little bit sassy, and at the same time, as you're moving, and relax, just shake it out a little bit. Good. Okie dokes, we'll carry on with the water element. And we're going to do legs together, dragon. Soft legs, hands together, and you're going to lean your head on to your hands there. And you're going to gather some energy from the dragon right around from your environment and bring it back to your heart. Hopefully you're going to get some good energy that you can bring in here. Certainly Liberty can in her lovely green garden in Scarborough, gathering energy into the heart. Now, gather energy into the solar plexus. So the hands with up facing, here they're going to be facing forwards all the time into solar plexus, which is just below the end of your sternum or your breastbone. Reaching out and feel the rotation and the spiraling of your spine as you do that. And now we're going to get the energy into the pelvic area, looking at scooping up some energy into your lower Dantian. And the third one around. Come up again and to the opposite side. So head leaning to the opposite side. Scooping around, gathering good energy for your heart. Heart is the fire element. We're working with a dragon. Coming up. Breathe in as you're going around. Now we're looking at bringing some energy into the solar plexus. Solar plexus is the kind of level at where a lot of decisions are made at a sort of organic level. Court of the Yellow Emperor, acupuncture point there, and now down to the Dantian. So we're looking at our probably Ren 4, 6, just below the navel, and then come right up to the top, and we can swim. Swimming up the river, swimming up the river. So your arms and your hands are moving, but your whole spine is undulating. And this kind of movement was seen as getting the energy flowing up through your spine. So you could liken it a little bit to kind of the yoga kundalini movement of energy. And talk about that in Chinese medicine, but we're moving the energy up through the spine. So dragon exercises are very, very good for longevity, bringing flexibility, strength into the body. Moves the internal organs beautifully when we do this rotational spinal movement. Just easily breathing in and out as you're going around, feeling the spiraling going from the base of the spine all the way up. Until you come above your head, up on your toes again, lift that kidney 1 bubbling spring and come down and relax. Good. Nice. Dragon's feeling a lot more flexible already. And so we've been thinking a bit about the heart, but we've also been thinking about the kidneys. Let's open the heart to the sky. So hands together just between the boobs, pushing them out, and bend your knees if you can. It's very important to get strength into the hips and the knees. So open your heart to the sky. Ooh, space for the lungs, space for your heart. Breathing out, opening between your shoulder blades to be opening. Space for the heart and the lungs at the back as well, because the lungs don't just happen in front and the heart doesn't just happen in front, it happens behind. And breathing out. Breathe in and out through the nose initially. Open, open, open. Feel that you're making space in the rib cage for your lungs to expand, for your heart to beat. Breathing out. Opening the space in the back of the lungs, space in the back of the heart. Coming up and turning on one heel, back the other toe. Put your hands on the front knee, so you bring your weight onto the front knee. Okay. And keep that front knee bent and come up to your elbows at your waist. This is going to be powerful dragon. So dragon's going to push at the same time as he pulls. And push at the same time as he pulls. Keep most of your weight in the front leg. Okay. So you can breathe in. You can breathe out. Out through the mouth, breathe in. Breathe out and find a space to or point to focus on in front of you. So whenever we focus our eyes, we are able to hold our concentration. And this is one of the science hacks that Huberman talks about, is focused eyes immediately brings up your power and your concentration. So when we need to be strong dragons, have courage and going on an adventure of some kind, you need this kind of courage. Okay. Pulling, pushing. Feel as if you're pulling something really heavy and pushing something really heavy as you go back. Maybe as you're doing this, you're going to feel your fingers are starting to tingle a little bit as you open up the meridians going through the hand. And we've got the heart meridian going to the little finger and the small intestine going to the little finger. And they're both 5 meridians. All right, drop down, turn your foot, hands together, and bend your knees and open your heart to the sky. Big breath in, and you should feel there's a lot more expansion through your rib cage at this moment. Maybe you can feel your pectoral muscles are just opening up a little bit more here. Keep that tailbone dropped. Breathing out, dropping your head forwards, curling the top of the back forwards. Breathing in, dropping your tailbone, lifting your head, long spine, back. Turn on your heel, turn on your toe in the other direction. Bring your hands down to your knees. Just get your weight on that front foot. Straighten your body once you've done that, elbows at the waist, and push and pull. Find a point to focus on you as you're a powerful dragon and you're pushing and you're pulling. Eyes in one place, focused. More weight to the front if you can do that. And breathe in as you pull, breathe out as you push, whichever works. 1 minute in, out. Building up strength and power, soft, resilient power. Body stable, breath full, mind focused. Turn to the center and hands come to the center. Just drop them down, so just above your belly, hands together. And we're going to breathe into the belly, into the belly with the nose, out from the belly with the nose. Nice, they can be even breaths. It can be 6 in, 6 out would be fine. And out for 6. Out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose. Building up your power with your breath into the belly. And relax. Shake it out a little bit. And we're going to go to wide-legged swimming dragon. So open your legs to the side. Bend your knees, fold your hips down. Don't go forwards as if you're sitting down a little bit here. Hands to the middle. So hips are going to go to one side. Hands are going to go to the other side. And your head goes to the same side as your hips. Come back to center. Breathe in, breathe out. Hips one side, head facing the same side as the hips, arms pushing across. Breathe in, breathe out. And as you do this, you should feel a stretch in your adductor muscles, the inner thigh muscles as you do that. Breathe in, breathe out. You can push through the shoulders here, strong push. Come in, come out. If you're really strong, you can dip down onto your knees a little bit. If you're not as strong as the 12-year-old that's doing this class with me on the other side of the window, then you need not go down so deeply. This is really moving your fascia around the organs all attached to the spine. So as we move this sideways, moving through the spine, we get really nice mobilization of your organs. And as you know, healthy organs keep you living longer. Often our bones and joints are pretty healthy, but our organs can be a little bit stuffed and then we don't last quite so long. So especially if we're doing a lot of sitting, just don't get enough fluidity. Think of the stretching of the organs, but also the compression of the organs as we do this. Think about how you would soften dough, how you would push something through a system that was a little bit stuck. And there we go. And maybe the dragon can swim from an open leg position as well. Now, when we're doing this, your arms are moving, but your spine is moving as well. So make sure you're getting good spinal movement as we go right from the bottom, coming up towards the top. Feeling each part of your spine moving from the lumbar to the waist, the thoracic to the cervical spine, and get right up to the top. Drop your tailbone, tuck your chin, and get a long spine, and bring your arms down to the level of your waist. Step your feet in together, and hands just below the Dantian here. What we're going to do, we're going to twist the top, twist the palm, and push. So we're going to think about our little finger, the heart meridian's coming on the front of the little finger, and the back is a small intestine meridian, which is coming up here, and that is the return meridian for the heart. So as we push, we think we're leading with the little finger. The little finger leads as we push across the body, dropped elbow, and then it comes back underneath the other hand. Opposite hand lifts up, your weight goes across to the other leg, and you're pushing palm and twisting your wrist there, coming back. When we push, we always breathe out through the mouth, so it's coming back. So as you can imagine, this is a martial arts move. Coming back, strengthening the heart. Dragon needs a strong heart. Has to make serious decisions from the heart. Dragons are kind of, I think they're quite kind. They can be quite fierce if they have to be, but it's usually for a good reason. This particular exercise comes from a set called the 18 Forms, or Tai Chi Shibasa Qigong, which is a very popular set of exercises in China today. And come back. And we're going to bend the knees again. Put your hands on the knees, and this one is addressing the fact that the dragons mustn't be too fiery because they cause a bit of damage. So if our heart fires too fiery, we do cause a bit of damage. And our heart fires fiery when we're impatient, when we are holding on to anger, things like that. And so the dragon's going to twist the tail and the head and then breathe out in front of your toes all the way around and then come up again. And you can imagine that you're a fiery dragon. You've just got too much fire, so you're going to get rid of it as you go down. You're going to scorch the earth a little bit, kind of, and then come up so that your fire is just pleasantly burning like late fire in the evening, which is warm and comfortable and friendly to everyone. So twist your tail, turn your head, and blow your fire out. See those flames licking across the ground there. Breathe in. dragon fire. Maybe going to warm the lake water so you can have a swim in it or something. Feel the resilience of your dragon body. Feel the strength of your dragon body. It's like those airplanes, when they're coming to land, they've got too much petrol. They have to get rid of it before they can safely land. Breathe in. Great for mobilizing your spine. Strengthen your legs. One more. Bring the legs together. There we go. And let's hold a ball. Hold a dragon ball. Dragon's going to play with the ball for a little while here. So connecting your Laogong points in the middle of your palm, and literally the thumb and the fingers as well, all connected, but you can focus on this Laogong point. And just initially become aware of your own ball as you open and close your hands a little bit, feeling that it's quite hard to open. A little bit of stickiness, tackiness between your hands. And when you close, it's quite hard to push. It's almost as if it's like a, it's a dough that's too hard. Or breathing in. Keeping the connection of the Laogong points, the palace of work. And I work with your ball. Play with your ball. Maybe turn it up, turn it down. But feel that your hands are connected as you're doing that. Imagine an invisible ball of biomagnetism between your hands. It really, really is there. And now you can move it, take it wherever you like. Maybe take it up in front of you or wherever you feel you'd like to take this ball. Just keeping that connection between your two hands as you're doing this. You could come right down if you wanted to. Feeling as you hold that connection that you can almost feel that magnetic field between your two hands. And twist them a little bit as well. You could imagine, I don't know what kind of ball you have. It could be, think of a color of that ball. Maybe it's silver, gold, could be a transparent white. Maybe the wood dragon carries a green one, but the fire dragon carries a red one, and maybe the earth dragon carries a yellow one. Notice how the rest of your body comes into this fluid movement. Notice that your feet are rooted ground, your spine is long and light and open. Your breathing is open. You can make a big space. Maybe a ball can blow. It's like you're moving with a cloud here. Coming down. One hand on the Dantian, one hand at the heart, connecting the heart and the hand. Heart and the Dantian, both hands. Your hands are both on the rain meridian, which is the conception meridian. Govern meridians at the back. And when we do turning the wheel, we will be going up the back and down the front. But today we just, as you breathe, feel the connection between your hand and the heart and the hand below your belly. And just to gather if there's a little bit more energy that we want to bring in down this rain meridian, bringing it in from the environment, or maybe still just the energy that emanate from your body on the outside, coming down, breathing in, also calming, having a smooth flow of energy there, smoothing your meridian flow. Meridians are like the rivers, organs are like the big reservoirs of water. You could watch your hand as you do that. That's quite nice to do. Watching your hand. It's always good to watch your moving hand. It's very good to watch a flock of birds flying. Our eyes need to follow movement. Healthy for our eyes, healthy for our brains. Two hands over the Dantian, just to feel that all this energy has been worked and stored in the lower Dantian for if we need it at a later time. And we'll just do a closing move, hands pulling up from gravity, feeling the earth, feeling nature out either side of us, dropping your tailbone, and feeling the sky, the stars, the yang energy, the wisdom source, and just allowing that waterfall of good, balanced energy combing through your energy field. Feeling your connection to the earth, your grounding. Nature is really connection, your heart connection with nature, with other people, and with the sky. Your access to wisdom and spirituality, and bringing down whatever you need to keep your body in a good space. Move your forwards in good space. Last one, earth, nature, up to the sky, coming down. Bring your hands to your Dantian, feet together, little circle. It's almost like you're stirring all the flavors of the stew pot before you serve it. Close your eyes, have a deep breath in, a few deep breaths in. Notice how your body feels, any sounds around you. Just being in the moment through your senses. Temperature of the air, touch of your clothes and your skin, feet on the ground. Dropping your arms, open your eyes. Few little steps with your feet coming back to wherever you are. And thank you for joining us for Qigong and the Dragon today.